Who is the Hollywood actor who gave up everything for Jesus? That's what we're going to find out in today's video, so stick around. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Now let's get into it. This famous Hollywood actor had it all: fame, fortune, and adulation of millions. But he was also haunted by a deep sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction with his life. Despite having achieved everything he ever wanted in the entertainment industry, he still felt like something was missing. It wasn't until he had a life-changing encounter with Jesus Christ that he realized what that missing piece was. This encounter led him to abandon his lucrative acting career and commit himself fully to following Jesus Christ. In this video, we'll explore the inspiring story of this Hollywood actor who chose to follow his faith over his fame and fortune. We'll examine the reasons behind his decision and the impact it had on his life and career. Join us as we uncover the fascinating tale of this courageous individual who dared to follow his heart and pursue a life of faith. Are you ready to dive into the incredible story of courage, faith, and transformation? Let's get started. Meet Stephen Baldwin, the man who gave up everything for Jesus. He was born on March 12, 1966 in Massapequa, New York. He grew up in a Christian household with 2 brothers and 1 sister. His father worked as a fireman, and his mother was a homemaker. From a young age, Stephen was drawn to the performing arts and began acting in school plays. He developed a passion for acting and decided to pursue it as a career. Stephen's big break came when he landed a role in the 1983 film, The Last Dragon. His performance in the film caught the attention of critics and audiences alike, and he was soon cast in several other films, including Beetlejuice, Flatliners, and Biodome. Stephen was also a born-again Christian who was active in his church. He was involved in various ministries and was passionate about sharing his faith with others. Despite his success in Hollywood, Stephen felt that something was missing in his life. He struggled with the emptiness that often accompanies fame and fortune and sought solace in his faith. In 1990, Stephen met a woman named Alexis Ishley at a church event. They began dating and soon became engaged. However, Stephen's film commitments prevented him from settling down. He traveled extensively for his work and was unable to maintain a long-distance relationship. In 1995, Stephen and Alexis eventually broke up and he found himself alone and disillusioned. It was at this point that Stephen began to question his life's purpose and whether his acting career was fulfilling enough. As Stephen struggled with his personal and professional life, he turned to God for guidance. He prayed for direction and asked for help in finding his true calling. Little did he know that God had a plan for him that would change his life forever. One day, Stephen received a phone call that would change everything. It was an offer he couldn't refuse, a chance to star in a major motion picture alongside some of Hollywood's biggest stars. The film was The Usual Suspects, and the role was that of Verbal Kint, a mysterious and enigmatic character with a troubled past. Stephen was excited about the opportunity to play such a complex and challenging role. He saw it as a chance to showcase his acting skills and potentially win an Academy Award. But there was a problem. The filming of The Usual Suspects was scheduled to begin on the same day that Stephen was supposed to be married. He was torn between his commitment to his faith and his dream of winning an Oscar. After much prayer and soul-searching, Stephen made a decision that shocked everyone around him. He turned down the role in The Usual Suspects and instead decided to marry Alicia. Stephen's decision sent shockwaves through Hollywood. His agent and film executives were furious. They couldn't believe that he would turn down such a prestigious role. Stephen's friends and family were also disappointed. They thought that he was making a mistake that would ruin his career. But Stephen was resolute in his decision. He knew that he couldn't compromise his faith for fame and fortune. In the coming years, Stephen continued to make films that were both critically and commercially successful. He starred in movies like The Santa Claus and The Flintstones, and became a household name. But he never forgot the importance of his faith. He continued to attend church regularly, read the Bible, and pray daily. In 2003, Stephen's life took another unexpected turn. He was offered a role in a small independent film called The Other Side of the Game. The film was based on the true story of a high school football player who committed suicide after being pressured to play despite a serious injury. Stephen was moved by the film's message of hope and redemption and decided to accept the role. As Stephen filmed The Other Side of the Game, he felt a renewed sense of purpose in his life. He realized that his platform as a celebrity could be used to spread a positive message and help others. After the film was released, it became a sleeper hit and received critical acclaim. Stephen's performance was particularly praised, and he was nominated for several awards, including an Independent Spirit Award for Best Male Lead. In the years since then, Stephen has continued to use his platform to make a difference. He has become a vocal advocate for mental health awareness and suicide prevention, and has spoken out against bullying and peer pressure. He has also starred in several faith-based films, including Facing the Giants and The Bridge to Nowhere, which he also produced. Despite the challenges he has faced and the sacrifices he has made, Stephen has no regrets. He knows that he made the right decision by following his faith and staying true to himself. Now let's take a look at some of the key moments in Stephen's life that led him to where he is today. Turning down The Usual Suspects. When Stephen was offered the role in The Usual Suspects, he was torn between his commitment to his faith and his dream of winning an Oscar. He prayed for guidance and ultimately decided to turn down the role, which shocked Hollywood and disappointed many. Meeting Alexi. Stephen met Alexi at a church event, and they soon became engaged. However, their long-distance relationship was difficult to maintain due to Stephen's film commitments. Ultimately, they decided to end their engagement. Finding faith. After his breakup with Alexi, Stephen began to question his life's purpose and whether his acting career was fulfilling enough. He turned to God for guidance and support during this time of uncertainty. Getting married. Despite the challenges, Stephen married Alexi in a small ceremony. This decision sent shockwaves through Hollywood and jeopardized his career, but Stephen was resolute in his decision. Success in film. After his marriage, Stephen continued to make successful films like The Santa Claus and The Flintstones. But he never compromised his faith or abandoned his Christian values. The Other Side of the Game. In 2003, Stephen was offered a role in the independent film The Other Side of the Game. The film's message of hope and redemption resonated with him, and he accepted the role. The film became a sleeper hit and received critical acclaim, solidifying Stephen's commitment to using his platform to make a difference. Advocating for mental health. After starring in The Other Side of the Game, Stephen became a vocal advocate for mental health awareness and suicide prevention. He has since spoken out against bullying and peer pressure, and has shared his own struggles with mental health. Faith-based films. In recent years, Stephen has starred in several faith-based films, including Facing the Giants and The Bridge to Nowhere, which he also produced. These films reflect his deep faith and his desire to share his religious beliefs with others. As we've seen, Stephen Baldwin is a man who has followed his heart and his faith. He is an example to us all, showing us that we can achieve our dreams without compromising our values. His story is a testament to the power of faith and the importance of following one's true calling. What are your thoughts on Stephen Baldwin's story? What do you admire most about him? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.